The rise of American railroads in the 19th century transformed the United States more rapidly than any invention before it. Railroads connected distant regions, turning a vast continent into an integrated nation. Before railroads, travel was slow and dangerous, and transporting goods across long distances was expensive and unreliable. Railroads changed everything by shrinking time and space, allowing people, products, and ideas to move at unprecedented speeds. However, behind this progress lay hidden realities. Railroad construction was driven not only by innovation, but also by aggressive capitalism and political influence. Powerful railroad companies received massive land grants and government subsidies, often without oversight. These corporations gained control over millions of acres, shaping settlement patterns and economic development. Towns that received rail connections prospered, while those bypassed often collapsed. Railroads also played a crucial role in westward expansion. They enabled settlers to move into new territories while accelerating the displacement of Native American tribes. Indigenous lands were seized or divided by rail lines, disrupting traditional ways of life. Promises made to Native communities were frequently broken in the name of expansion and profit. While railroads symbolized national unity, they also created deep inequalities. Farmers became dependent on railroad companies that controlled shipping prices. Small businesses struggled against monopolies. The railroad was not just a tool of progress, it was a source of power, shaping who would rise and who would fall in the new American economy. The human cost of building American railroads is often overlooked. Hundreds of thousands of laborers worked under brutal conditions to lay tracks across mountains, deserts, and plains. Immigrant workers, especially Irish and Chinese laborers, performed the most dangerous tasks for low wages. Many died from accidents, disease, explosions, or extreme weather, yet their contributions were rarely acknowledged. Chinese railroad workers faced extreme discrimination despite their essential role, particularly in constructing the transcontinental railroad. They endured racism, violence, and exclusionary laws that denied them basic rights. Their labor powered one of America's greatest achievements, yet history often erased their sacrifices. Corruption was deeply embedded in the railroad industry. Executives bribed politicians, manipulated stock prices, and formed monopolies to crush competition. Scandals like the Credit-Mobilier affair revealed how railroad tycoons enriched themselves while defrauding the public. These practices fueled public outrage and led to growing demands for regulation. Railroad companies also controlled information, influencing newspapers and lawmakers to protect their interests. When workers organized strikes to protest unfair conditions, they were often met with violence. Federal troops were sometimes deployed to break labor movements, prioritizing corporate stability over human rights. The railroad industry exposed the darker side of industrialization, where progress was built on exploitation, inequality, and unchecked power. As railroad monopolies grew, resistance followed. Farmers, workers, and reformers demanded accountability, leading to the first major federal regulations of private industry. The Interstate Commerce Act marked a turning point, signaling that corporate power could be challenged. Though imperfect, these reforms laid the groundwork for future labor rights and antitrust laws. Railroads shaped modern America in lasting ways. They determined the locations of cities, standardized time zones, and fueled industrial growth. Entire industries, from steel to agriculture, expanded because of rail transportation. At the same time, environmental damage, social inequality, and economic dependence became long-term consequences. Today, railroads remain a vital part of American infrastructure, but their secret history reminds us that progress often comes with hidden costs. The story of American railroads is not just one of steel and speed. It is a story of ambition, struggle, exploitation, and reform. Understanding this history allows us to see how infrastructure shapes power and society. Railroads helped build America, but they also revealed the price of unchecked expansion. Their legacy is a reminder that innovation must be balanced with justice, transparency, and respect for human lives.